Hi there, as usually it's me, just a voiceover, and you're watching Review Machines. Another exciting piece of the world of electric transport. Meet the picnic bike. The idea of this bike is the maximum of reliability and performance, and I think it's needless to say what this bike was inspired by. The design is so simple, but there is a certain charm in such simplicity, isn't it? Today we are going to make as usual the thorough tests of this bike to find out if it's so effective as its famous analog. We'll find out its speed, range and other specs, but first of all let's look how it's built in detail. The whole design of the bike is pretty simple and reliable. The base here is a steel frame. Although it's simple, they try to do it with the best quality. The welding seams and the paint are quite fine. By the way, especially I like the color, though it's matter of taste, of course. The most notable part here is this luxurious long seat, covered with eco leather. It looks very stylish. Besides, it's pretty thick, soft and comfy. The 20-inch wheels make this vehicle some kind of a fat bike. To my mind, they fit it beautifully. The rear wheel is equipped with a reducer electric motor Bafang 750 watts power. The battery is mounted on the frame. It's 48 volts, 15 ampere-hours capacity lithium battery. It's demountable, locked with a key. There is an indicator on the battery. Besides, there is a computer on the handlebar. It has quite large display with light, so it's bright even in sunny weather. There are 5 modes of power: speed, battery indicator, odometer and some other info. The bike is equipped with hydraulic disc brakes. The handles are made of a soft, pleasant-to-touch rubber. There is a throttle at the right. The pedal drive is direct. There is no shifting gears. Both wheels are covered with big metal fenders. Well, we have the only thing to do. Let's weigh the bike. And due to the steel frame, it becomes rather weighty. As we can see, the result is 32 kilos. And now it's high time to have a ride. Let's go! And here it is, my very first impressions. It's so swift bike. It feels really more like a moped, not like a bicycle. Actually, it feels like a perfect combination of a retro moped and a modern electric bike, and that results in a special charm of this bike. Besides, you sit here like on a motorcycle due to the long seat. It's rather comfy position for a rider, even for such a tall rider like me and my 187 cm height. But it's not so comfy for pedaling. In this way we can make a conclusion that it's a moped, not a bicycle. Also, I want to mention quite an impressive thrust. My weight is 87 kilos, but the bike has a brisk acceleration, and it always provokes you to go faster, so I liked how it feels and drives. The power of the reducer motor is so good that it even allows you to do some kind of a wheelie. The matter is, the reducer motor 750 watts has decent torque. Besides, the wheels are quite small, only 20 inches. That is why the bike with the full throttle takes off very swiftly. Well, we are moving on, and now we are riding on asphalt, where we are going to test the maximum speed. In fact, the bike accelerates to the maximum speed very quickly, but then it feels like some limit turns on. I don't know for sure, but I think this limit can be switched off in some way. Now, as a matter of fact, the maximum speed I could reach is only 38 km per hour. Wide tires with decent tire tread allow to ride on this bike on rough terrain and even on sand. It's common knowledge that driving on sand is the most complicated task for any bike, but picnic bike goes on sand with difficulties but goes. So if you want, you definitely may go on this bike to the beach to have some picnic. Well, in this way, picnic bike has all the chances to be considered as an ideal electric bike, but for one thing. And you might have noticed this drawback. The matter is, the bike isn't equipped with any suspension system, so it's rather tough, thanks to the fat tires and big soft seat that makes riding on the bike more smooth. But anyway, it's rather tough, especially on rough terrain, so definitely it would be not a good idea to jump on this bike over some obstacles. Speaking about the brakes, well, they are very decent, work perfectly, but sometimes there is an irritating creak. Then, as I said, it's not very comfy to pedal on the bike. Nevertheless, there are pedals, and you may use them when it comes to the crunch. It's a good way to come back home if the battery is dead. Again, I would like to mention perfect traction of the bike. The powerful motor and off-roading tires allow you to go cross-country and get over quite a steep ascent. It really climbing hills without any efforts. It even keeps the same speed when climbing. A really decent performance taking into account that I'm quite a weighty rider. I think there is enough power even for 2 passengers, but there are no additional footsteps, unfortunately. Now we can see how the bike gets over steep ascent directly from the spot. It's hard to see on the video, but it's really serious ascent, and the bike overcomes it, demonstrating us its perfect traction. Well, in fact, there is only one test we have to do, probably the main test, the range. And I expect it to be impressive, cause it's equipped with a high-quality lithium battery 59 per hours capacity. And it's so fun to ride on the bike, and I would rather ride it much longer. But let's get back home, recharge the battery and make the range test. It's a new day, we have a completely charged battery, and we are ready to begin the test. Let's start the tracker and hit the road. I'm riding the bike all the way on the maximum speed. There are 2 riders taking part in the test, me and my colleague. As I said, my weight is 87 kilos. The weight of the colleague is 100 kilos. Undoubtedly, it's a serious task for the bike to carry such weight. Well, after several hours of non-stop riding, the picnic bike switched off. By the way, I liked that it had a good traction until the very end. Let's see the result. 58 kilometers. A really decent result. And it's high time now to speak about the prices. But you probably spotted it in the name of the video. In fact, the price of the bike is really about $1,000. Please post your comments if you like the bike and if it's worth its money. Consider subscribing the channel if you like the video. Stay with us, there will be many more interesting materials here. Goodbye.